the sound of the fire piercing the silence, and the smell of terror hanging in the air. Scarcely a whisper of time has flown since then. Yet a new storm is brewing on the horizon. The drums of war are echoing once again. The eyes of war. Glimpsing again within the darkness, shattering the veil of our illusions, unveiling the darkness nestled beneath our fragility. The eyes that witness our hopes, our dreams, our deepest fears, they watch every moment of us, lurking in the shadows, bidding for the perfect moment to unleash wrath upon the world in the name of chaos and dominance. As storm clouds gather on the horizon, casting gloomy shadows upon us, the eyes of war gleam with a sinister sparkle, heralding the dawn of a new era of sorrow and chaos. They hunger not only for the spoils of victory, but for the essence of our being. Under the relentless pursuit of power, they seek to prevail us. These eyes, reckless for our pains, see us not as humans, but merely as pawns, bound by their whim, offered up as their sacrifice. We, for them, are but pawns in the game of power and dominance. No mercy, no compassion, only chaos. Only the relentless pursuit of dominion. Only eyes of war.
I kind of listened. I was using this time to make the Twitter posts. Sounded cool. Stormgate? Well, Stormgate only pays a certain number of creators, and they're definitely not small creators like me. You got our scientific reasoning for seltzer water being bad for your teeth. Apparently there's a new Aliens RTS. Aliens RTS? I didn't hear about that one. I heard about the Starship Troopers one. I don't have any thoughts on the Warhammer game because I haven't played it. Apparently it's pretty cool. I did see a clip of it, and it looked cool. But I do not play a lot of video games, actually. I have zero interest in Warhammer. And I am only somewhat interested by action RPGs. Alright, so this is Eyes of War. I think they're doing it's early access, but I think more specifically, they just had a new update that released today. And that's why they're trying to draw attention to it. It's currently available early access. There's updates, polishing, and bug fixes up until 1.0 launch later next year. There's a brand new update called Civilization Ascension. It introduces 4 distinct civilizations: Silvera, Norvion, Solvang, and Viridia. New civilization bonuses are permanent, providing players with fixed traits. Silvera focus on cavalry and archers. Norvion excels in infantry and brute attack power. Solvang is the economic powerhouse. Viridia is the defense civilization. See you, Mike. So it's a real-time strategy game set in the medieval era, featuring single and multiplayer modes. Take command of every unit in character mode. That's what's Eyes of War. Construct castles, lead troops, conquer battlefields. In early access, you'll be able to switch between 2 different gameplay modes: character and strategy. Character, you'll be able to see every single detail in every corner, roam around the city you build, become a hero by defending your city. Strategy mode, develop your castle and army, wage war with players. Okay. I can kind of imagine how this is going to look. What? My computer isn't a potato, I swear. Gonna put me on ultra or on low immediately. Ultra breaks the game, apparently. Okay, maybe Ultra is actually amazing, and I can't handle it. Let's try that again. Not some try-hard pro gamer who puts their visuals on low so I can see the blur of the observer better, man.
I remember the faces of the heroes.
Ziggy's just staring at me for some reason. Oh, okay. At least it does seem to be lagging my computer though, so maybe I should have kept it on low. Jesus. Let's try medium. Okay. We're going down. I do not blame early access games for not being optimized. But I would prefer being able to change my graphics without breaking the game. That's one note of feedback. Okay, maybe this game is not playable. It's funny because I could play Stormgate. Let's try closing that and that. And can't close that, can't close that. You know, Chrome often takes up a lot of encoding. Processing power. Oh my god, Mike Sixers donated as well. I'm sorry, Mike. Oh, he probably went to sleep already, but thank you so much for the $25. Too many reasons and not enough money, but I think it's at least regular. Thank you. But like, yeah, my camera cannot keep up. I wish people donate to my streams. Just stream for 12 years. And become an integral member of a esports community that is full of older adults that have money. The cam on stream seems fine. Oh, really? Oh, okay. Well, then I guess we'll go with it. Gather resources, construct buildings, choose civilization, face the enemy, determine your battle strategy. Okay, I don't know which one means what. So I'm guessing this is just like battle aces. It's like playing with the units only. Yeah. Stream 11 Warriors StarCraft 2. Nice. So this seems like units only. This is maybe like you're given an army and then you have to like position it correctly. Strategy sounds like maybe that's the RTS version. Sounds like the most RTS. All right, so there, yeah. Cavalry. Arvion. Infantry. Solvong. I think they're like the economic, and then Viridio is supposed to be defensive, I think. Yeah. I mean, all of these are pretty cool. I might have been most impressed with the dragon, though. Because I also like the description. A humble civilization living in the mystical forests of the east where ancient trees whisper stories. I want ancient trees whispering stories to me. Oh, they have different maps. Okay. So they have 6 maps. Flat River, Rapids, Two River, Barren Dunes, Frozen Harbor, Serpent's Pass. Let's just go with the super basic one, I guess, first. Put in 4 players total, because that's how many the map holds. And we'll get the easy, I guess, for now. I like green. You can be purple. Purple's stupid. Get wrecked, nerds. Did you see that? I could type in a lobby. Apparently something you gotta double check with some RTSs. Oh, okay. The edge scroll kind of has like a glide to it. I cannot lock my mouse into my screen. That's not my favorite. Wait, is that... Wait a minute. Am I borderless? They don't have a, they don't have a full screen, windowed or whatever it's called. Windowed full screen. Okay. Well, then that's not gonna help me. Okay. Alright. Alright. Waz controls the camera too. I tried hotkeying. That did not work. No? Okay, that doesn't seem like it's hotkeyed. Moving on. Shouldn't borderless be same as Windows full screen? You'd think so, but I still had the top of like the window. You know, you know what I mean? Like there is still like it wasn't the full game on my picture, it's just on yours. But I had the top bar. I don't know, I can't. It's unplayable if it's not there, if that's there. So this is my gigantic castle. This is a guy I can choose. And I can zoom. I cannot change the angle of the camera. As in up and down. I thought I could click on that guy and move him, but apparently I'm wrong about that. We will get there. I don't like that it is difficult to go back to to reset to a neutral angle. I do appreciate them changing the map when I move. Whee! Anyway. Offensive, direct steps. Oh, I see. House! I don't need any workers to build. Okay. Camp! Mining camp. And a market. Again, I don't seem to find any hotkeys. Strike one! This actually got very positive reviews on Steam so far. Oh, whoops. That I already have that. No, no. No! No! Okay, there's no way to kill buildings that I can find. Okay, okay. All right, we're just gonna have another mining camp then. We can rally at the very least. Okay, so we got wood, stone, metal, gold, population, infantry, cavalry, siege, workers. Okay. Swordsman. No hotkey on the swordsman. That is not cool. Okay. I must build ladders to deploy soldiers onto walls. Okay, that makes sense. That's acceptable. Ah! All right, let's go. Can we go into the eye here? Kill. Okay, I can suicide. Oh, that's kind of neat. The eye here is following my mouse cursor. Repair. Okay, the buildings have levels. Oh, I found the demolish button. Oh my god, the fake guys died. Oh god. Ah! No, I'm still on destruct mode. Stop it. Uh-oh. More lumber, I think, is the problem. Now, who swings an axe like that? Let's go find someone to kill. Without hotkeys. Hotkeys are for losers. I mean, when I say no hotkeys, guys, I'm not talking about a camera location hotkey, something that's a little more advanced. I'm talking, there are no hotkeys to build stuff. There are no hotkeys to build units. There are no hotkeys for control groups. Unless they're really weird controls. I don't think so, though. Press Control S. Nope, gotta make that one button. Gotta make that one button. Gotta make it F2. Maybe spacebar. But for the love of God, don't make attack move spacebar. What is attack move? I think they're just general an attack move. I hope. I think. I don't know. Wow, that horse just was like, fuck off. I don't care about your orders. Wow, the horses did terribly. Wow. Wow. Wow, okay. Yep. Nope, that's not working. I can't click on a unit to see why they are stronger than mine. I am just guessing as to why they were stronger. Okay. Now I can get infantry unit damage by 5. Cool. And this is all damage? Maybe not. No, it's not always on the third one. Might be neat to always make it on the third one then. Just for ease of learning new civs. That's actually one thing that Stormgate did well, I think. They had all of their research buildings on one line and all of their production buildings on another line. That's not my unit. Can you press E to select the unit? Okay. Wait, what? I am pressing E. What? In strategy mode, you can move the camera with WASD. Yes, that's that much I figured out. What I didn't figure out was how to go into the first person, third person, whatever mode. I'm also under attack, apparently. And I wanted to build more units, but then it didn't let me use a control group. It's very odd. Unfortunately, as part of the stream, I don't really have to be super nice. But, you know, I'm willing to be considerate. I think. Some people might disagree. But usually I'm considerate. So, you know, like I was saying, I don't care if their optimization's not great yet. But to release an RTS in any form that doesn't have any hotkeys seems to me like a very big problem. Not a small one. Not a they'll get around to it, but an almost unplayable game without hotkeys. Like, honestly, if I wasn't being sponsored, I would have already given up on this game. Because I would have seen no hotkeys, and I would have been like, well, what the fuck am I doing? And I can only imagine there's some, like, I don't even know. Like, there's people who think that hotkeys are try-hard. And they're like, actually, I really like it. You know, then it's not just about who spams faster. And it's like, it just changes the spam over to a mouse, which is just more inconvenient. You're not getting rid of people being faster at producing than you are. Very odd. The AI doesn't seem to make any sense. I think are they doing damage when they do that? When they just run past everything? I think they are, actually. So that's a little cooler. It's like kind of realistic, I guess. But for being horses, they are really bad against archers. I think I have my, I think the brigands are helping me inadvertently. Incredibly difficult to see the units. Particularly because I chose green and want a green map. Which is a little on me, I guess. But there's just no, there's no difference between the background and the foreground, basically. It all blends. Is there an archer inside of the archery range that's like a static defense? Oh no, he's just training. Oh. It actually would have been a kind of cool feature. It's like, rookie, hello, we're under attack. The building's dying. Do you want to point your arrow to the guy who's attacking? The trees, is the correct word obfuscates? Obscures. It obscures the entire battle. That's not a good thing either. If you want to have trees. The good news is that I'm sure Europe has less tall trees that it can copy if it's trying to be realistic. I've been to many parts of Europe and I've seen tinier trees. You know, that could have been a ploy by the European Union to convince us that it's not just all big trees. I think I'm dying, by the way. I will say I really like this rally point, and it's very quick and very, it feels good to actually rally. Can't explain it much better than that. It's the new Stormgate patch. Stormgate has set a very low bar. I thought. But here I am watching an RTS that's in early access, yes, but still is released. And it doesn't have hotkeys. That's mind-blowing, actually. What's mind-blowing is that this is getting good reviews. This is actually really mind-blowing when we compare it to Stormgate. You know, I think there's a lot of things that are legitimately bad about certain games, Stormgate included. So I don't buy into the expectations were set incorrectly as far as Stormgate's lack of success. I think that's a very small part of it. But this getting very positive reviews without having hotkeys actually confuses me. It actually makes me wonder, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe maybe the expectations of Stormgate was were too high, and that's why, you know. I mean, I am really surprised that Stormgate's getting mostly negative. It's in the realm of mostly negative at this point. I think that's a little too harsh, but I wonder what people like about this game. It's a good question. Well, there's a couple things that do feel nice. Like, there definitely doesn't... when you're actually just by yourself, there, you know, it's not nearly as awkward. Well, this lumber camp is effectively useless, isn't it? Is this the edge of the map? No, those are actually trees. Well, that's why I should have put this. Die, suckers! I couldn't get out of this by right-clicking, which I absolutely should be able to do. I think I have to go to another choice. But there's no neutral choice. So if I want to get rid and go back to a neutral cursor, I have to press escape, which actually brings up the menu. It's not just a cancel button. Okay, so now we're getting a lumber camp in a much better position. Mining camp. I mean, I guess the markets aren't really strictly necessary. Speed is usually very good in RTSs. I still don't know how to go into the actual unit point of view. It gave me a hotkey. Oh, it was E. Wait, how did that work then? Because I was pressing E earlier and all it did was turn the camera. So it seems like the hook here is that you can turn it into a third-person video game. But in RTS, unless you make the unit numbers very low, you know, like your supply cap is like 50 or something, there's going to be very few opportunities where this is a good idea. Totally fine for single player. Multiplayer, I can't see this ever being worth it. Even if this suddenly turns you into a mega hero. Let's see how good it can be. Kill the silhouettes! I can't kill workers. Okie dokie then. Alright. Where's an army unit? Ah! That's a lot of archers, actually. That scares me. Good thing they're dumb as shit! Wait. Those look like mine. Wait a minute. This isn't mine. But you're also green, which is confusing. They accidentally allow more than one player with the same color. They shouldn't allow that. Fucking get him. You can lock the camera on an opponent. Oh, okay. Oh, no! They're going up a mountain! Hey! That was unrealistic for both humans and horses. Why am I the only one that's being denied? Son of a bitch. Of course I'm under attack. I've been following these guys the entire time. I almost wish they kept it as a third-person thing more than anything else. And, you know, this is the problem with trying to do a hybrid genre, is that it's very difficult not to make one legitimately better than the other, as far as, like, a competitive experience, or to make one more fun than the other. And frankly, what seems to be amongst the RTS hybrid games, what seems to always be the least fun and the least useful, seems to be the RTS. Not because this is riveting, but because my bar, I guess, is higher for RTS than most others, I suppose. Did I defend? You know, it really helps when they don't attack me. Now, I'm not ready to blame the AI quite yet, because this is easy. They might have actually killed me if I was on, like, hard or something. I don't know. Now, how do I get out of this? Okay, Q, I think, was what I had to press to get out of that. So it moves unless I have one unit selected. Okay, and then that probably is telling me that I have an increase if I'm controlling him. Sidestep this by making both genre components bad? Yeah, or that. Okay. Let's make a big army. Upgrade my army too. I really can't get over that there's... to me, the lack of hotkeys just makes me question how the game devs played this game. You know? Are those not your dudes? No. So they have inadvertently, I'm sure it wasn't on purpose, at least I hope it wasn't. They have made it so that 2 players or more can be the same color. So now all 3 of us are green. Just to really make it the most confusing. It is the best color. Yeah, if you don't have hotkey, like, how are they actually play testing this game internally? And are they also not completely frustrated by the lack of hotkeys? If their answer is that they don't seem to mind the lack of hotkeys, I'm going to really question their actual development and play experience with RTS. If their excuse is we haven't been able to implement hotkeys yet, I really have to question if they're able to implement hotkeys. Like, that's just the immediately where you're going to go to. Is like, oh shit, like they say they're working on it, but are they? Because it's such a fundamental part of RTS. And I hope it's known by anyone who watches this that I say these things not out of just hate. I'm neutral. But rather that I think these are actually very crucial issues that need to be fixed. Because there might be something good here. But already the RTS portion of this game is very problematic. And then the third person part of it is like... Why? I cannot believe you cannot lock hockey. This is actually so bizarre. This is so bizarre. Oh, it's not done yet. And so you can level up your buildings, apparently. I guess walling might be big in this game. There seems to be a lot of towers and walls. So, probably not playing it right. Gathering rate. As we all know, I'm a gigantic fan of walls. My favorite part of RTSs. That's a lie, but it is a choice, and it's fine if it is a wall-based RTS. That's I actually have no problem with. It also seems to be a game that really does not care about the economy side as much, which makes it, in my opinion, less of an RTS. Just to get into that discussion about what makes an RTS an RTS again. It looks like maybe I can kill workers, but they automatically run away. And if they're in their actual building, then they can't be attacked. But I wouldn't know, because the guy runs faster than my horses! Fucking Usain Bolt as their workers. There's also this weird, full stop. I mean, I guess horses kind of have to full stop to change direction. I'm trying to think of a horse changing direction right now, and I can't think of it. Hello, horse people. If there's any, is there any horse person? Is there a horse girl in my Twitch chat? There's always a horse girl in everyone's high school. When a horse wants to change direction, it would do a loop. Well, okay, when your wife is riding a horse and she wants to turn directions. Didn't I used to own a horse? Whatever making that? No. I think them accelerating as it goes on is great, and then they accelerate to make a line, because that's the formation I have. I think that is actually very nicely done. It's not honestly the biggest of deals. Like, if this is the way that the horse runs in a game, like, that's kind of what you have to do. It would be much cooler if the horse actually did what I think a horse actually does. Which is, if it wants to change direction without taking a big U-turn, then I think it actually like goes like a and then it turns around and it goes again. Where instead of this is kind of like a lope, like a but obviously that's harder to animate and get into the game. So that is what it is. If you stack enough cats together, it still doesn't become a horse. I don't know about that logic. I was being attacked. It was very hard to tell by who, because the guy was green. There was a green archer, and it wasn't mine. And he might say, ZombieGrub, you're the one that made everyone green. And I would say, I guess I'm making a point. You cannot let people be same color. Even if their races are entirely different. Even if you're pretty sure you could tell the difference between the purple Zerg units and the purple Protoss units. You still cannot let them be the same color. So I have yet to really upgrade my stuff. Mining camp upgrade. Produces +1 miners to collect mines. Okay. Resource amounts need to be way more obvious. These are not just tiny texts and tiny icons. They're also, for some reason, weirdly, it's not a highlight. I don't even know what to call that. What do you call that? It has a obscure highlights around it for some reason. That just makes it harder to read how much it costs. That's weird. It's silly as StarCraft 2 players only use red and blue. It's not silly, it's pragmatic. Not only for the visual clarity, because you could also do like purple and orange. And that's pretty clear. But because red and blue look really good as lights, and they will always light up the players on broadcast. So this looks like a much more realistic battle between horses and archers, which is that I should win. And like I said, I actually like how they initially I was confused. It looks like the AI was broken, but it is actually the way that they attack is they run past the swords, the archer, and they use their sword. And that's actually kind of cool. Yeah, some tournaments absolutely say you have to use red and blue. Because they also don't want, what happens when they're like, just use whatever color you want, is that eventually a PvP happens, and one player chooses orange and the player chooses yellow, and they're not thinking of it. And then rather than having to remake a game when they've already chosen their build orders, because everyone's like, oh, fuck, hold on, no, I didn't let you guys get in there, shit, you just make sure they don't do that. Okay, apparently the cavalry has Molotov cocktails. I only say that not because it's something that explodes when you throw it, but because it sounds like breaking glass. So he made a bunch of swordsmen, which are now winning, but it's very difficult to tell because they're both green, and we are in... Oh, okay, goodbye. We're under forced. As far as the production silhouettes, I think we could bump that up as well. They are different. They are generally a square. And most of their definition of what production facility they are is the smaller, less noticeable details. So this guy and his archery, or this horse and its trough. To me, that's not enough. These could be expanded more as far as the silhouette to really make it instantaneously like, oh, that's a barracks, oh, that's an archery. Same for the encampments. Gotta make this, like, you can make the tiny little details way bigger, even though it's not realistic. Hello. Resource is spelled incorrectly. Hello. And it also should specify which resource you're missing. Actually, back on the details of the buildings, I would go ahead and suggest not having a actual units attacking in the, like, that looks like an archer I can control, and that shouldn't be the case. Have a different looking archer and a different looking swordsman. Thank you, Prometheus. Appreciate that. Yeah, so I actually think there's something kind of cool with a wall-based RTS that you could jump into a first-person action game if you had hotkeys. Because then, theoretically, you could make it so that you can attack as an individual and still build army back at home. Kind of encouraging you not to disregard the third person thing in favor of actually winning the game, which is by building stuff. Who did I win? I mean, I was pretty happy with Clem winning EWC. Oh, give him a pass on resource. That's fair. They are different country studio. I'm also very interested in the design. So this is clearly going for medieval fantasy, but I gotta say, I haven't really seen this type of architecture in medieval fantasy. I'm not saying they didn't exist and that they're not right. For all I know, this is exactly what Turkey looked like back in the 1700s. But, it definitely doesn't look European fantasy. The stable should have a highlighted horse rather than a guy with a sword. So that's kind of confusing. I know he's swords cavalry, but still. And then if he's going to pop out of only one location in a pretty big grid, this isn't, this big and he pops out, and that's kind of, who cares where he pops out? This is kind of big. So him popping out on the right side is, like, kind of important. And I would say you need to be able to move your buildings. And I don't think you can rotate your buildings. I am playing the Dragon Clan. Did the other civilization not look like that? I'm not even sure I was playing the Dragon Clan because I restarted it and I just let whatever it was. Oh, okay, maybe I was actually, because this is a Scorpion clan that definitely has some Middle Eastern vibes. Okay. So yeah, every civ has different buildings. And a camel! Hey-oh! Where the fucking camels? So these are the guys that specialize in cavalry, so that makes sense. They have 3 options. Mace Cavalry and Dune Trooper. Seems rather expensive. Must be special. Let's try the other modes. Oh, that's kind of neat. You can change your menu map. Okay, cool. I am actually going to go on Steam and look at the reviews and see what I'm missing. Although my computer is struggling. Oh my god. Okay, we're going to exit and then we're going to look at Steam. I legitimately could not look at it. It was crazy. Okay, so about this game, blends RTS and action RPG. Okay, so arena mode. That is definitely like a 1v1 thing going on. Okay. A decent amount of reviews. Game is a brain itch for me. You have to play every mode of every race to appreciate the nuances of this one. How is no one mentioning how it's not a complete RTS? This actually is breaking my brain. It skillfully combines both RTS and third TPS mechanics, offering players a dynamic and exciting experience. One of the game's most striking features is the perfect balance between in-depth strategic planning and direct combat. You sure? Really? I don't care about the graphics. I think more is it a pre-alpha game. Constant bugs, glitches, no audio. Pathfinding is difficult. AI won't attack all the army. It only attacks one army unit. Yeah, Dealey's brilliant. Mixing Age of Empires and Mount and Blade. Mount and Blade. Information's poor. Well, now they have upgrades and stuff, so that's not helpful. How are none of these reviews mentioning the lack of basic controls? I feel like I'm from a different planet right now. Like, I actually don't consider myself only an RTS elitist. I'm not gonna say I never am, because I probably am an RTS elitist. But I feel like I have the ability to not be. Like, I play tons of games casually and very poorly. I'm not a good Rise of Nations player. I'm not a good Northgard player. But I just have fun with it. But I feel like very strongly a non-elitist thing, you have to have controls in an RTS. I always find negative reviews the most helpful. I agree. But I cannot believe none of these games, like, not even the negative reviews bring it up. It's very confusing. I don't get it. I don't get it! Okay. Back into it. Let's try some of the other modes. If the game will work. Here we go. Control is a boomer gamer mentality. Is it though? I wonder if there's any oh, they won't let me watch. Oh yeah, that looks kind of cool. They might be you might be able to watch custom lobbies. But not enough people. Let's try Arena. Obviously, I have an AI. We're gonna go with the dragons. They have 3 arenas. Let's try Lion's Roar. Select your units. Okay, sure. Yes. I don't know. Ah! Swordsman, Guardian, Samurai. Oh, let's go with the Samurai. And then a second unit. Cavalry, for sure. And then, oh god, more. Oh god. 30 seconds. To pick everything. I don't even really care about their graphic quality. And I like this painted storytelling art they got. Okay, so I can imagine how this goes. Let's see if I'm right. All right. Wah! I'm a samurai with a cape. Got him. Horsey, no! You shouldn't be attacking that guy, you dummy. Honestly, some of the animations are actually pretty well done. I assume I am blocking, but it's, you know, a little hard to tell, I guess. I don't know if there's like a parry option. Oh, there's even a kill animation. Like, that's really cool. But to me, it just, you know, this is making it more and more clear that this is not an RTS developed. This is a third person something or another that decided to add on RTS to it. Which I don't think was necessary. Well, I don't know, necessary. I think it needs as much attention as the third person does. Because right now it's the bare bones, the foundation of the third person stuff seems stronger than the bare bones of the RTS stuff. So I won 2-0, which is why we didn't get to the third round. Makes sense. And I'll put it on hard. When it adds attention to call their game RTS. That's actually that's what's confusing about it, honestly. Like, I don't want to say that they aren't RTS players, because that seems impossible. If they're going to choose to make an RTS, they should be a fan of the genre. No! Let me kill you and save my archer. Ow, that hurt. Oh, shit. Oh, good. Okay, we're gonna win. It's fine. But yeah, you know, why make an RTS? It seems like the last thing on their mind, and it's like, well, it's not like it's a really important thing to add in today's gaming industry. You know, most people consider it to be I don't know, if you were like, hey, we're thinking about making a game that had an RTS feature as well as a third-person feature, but we decided not to. People would be like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Choose something else. And I'm wondering maybe, like, if the direction of the RTS game... Yes, this is an RTS, believe it or not. This particular game mode is not. But I think battle is. So let's try battle. Let's be the scorpions. I feel like they could be pushing it to be a... I was even gonna say like a they or billion situation, but I'm trying to think of a game that... Okay, I think I'm on the right path. I feel like the direction they should take this is kind of like a What are those games called? What's the genre called? The shit. God damn it. Oh, what? Oh, right, because I'm in a different mode now. No, not an auto battler. The games where you're trying to just last as long as possible, like a RimWorld, and you have very few units. You know, like you have like 10 villagers. You start with like 4 villagers, and then you get to like 10, and that's actually a decent amount for the game. And then they kind of like automate stuff, and you can optimize the automation. No, it's not MOBAs. MOBAs don't have villagers. What the? It's the worst troll. And then once you like get that down, so that you basically have a foundation set, then you can focus on like the third person stuff, because it's kind of what they're already going for with the whole the buildings are your villagers kind of thing they're going for. Like, you don't build villagers in the game. There's literally a game in my Steam, but I'm trying to... Going Medieval, I think, is what I'm trying to refer to. Yes, it's this one. Going Medieval. There's a game called Going Medieval. Construct a multi-story fortress in a land reclaimed by wilderness, defend against raids, keep your villagers happy as their lives are shaped by the world around them. Like, I feel like if they did that and then allowed you to face each other and you still had, like, third-party raids to still keep in mind, I feel like because you'd be able to really automate most of your city, but there'd be improvements, but most of it would be automated, then you reduce the amount of units you can have. So it wouldn't be, you wouldn't have 100 horses, you could only have 20. Then there'd be a real reason to, you know, play the third person mode over the RTS. There is no attack move, so I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. Oh my god, it's fucking elephants. What is just like a... I don't even know what I'm doing. Let's jump into this guy. Kill the elephant! Oh, I got a mace. You know, I think they could this type of gameplay, I think they could push it to be like a Dynasty Warriors thing. For sure. Oh, instead of whatever the hell that was. I don't even know what the difficulty of that was. I don't get it. Okay. But they could certainly make it like a Dynasty Warriors thing. And that's another way they could push it, so that, you know, it's not really an RTS, because it's so far really not an RTS. Is that they could push it so that there is a human element to the economy and technology and production, but that there's also an automated element of a lot of shit. So, you know, basically encouraging you to go into your modes to kill a lot of, like, the AI spawned shit. That's still important. Which I guess we're kind of going into a MOBA territory here. But then when it comes to, like, the actual human-controlled stuff, that's, like, a little more powerful, and that's where you would also want to have your own person-controlled stuff battling them. So kind of like a MOBA Dynasty Warrior combination, I guess? Like, literally, I think their goal is to try and do, you know, someone compared it to Mountain Blade, which I've never played before, but I'm thinking of what was that game called? For Honor? Is that what it was called? Where you were, like, you could face, like, a samurai versus a swordsman, you know? And it looked kind of cool, and it had its brief moment of popularity before kind of falling off. You know, I think they're trying to go for that and an RTS, but it feels like they forgot the RTS development in the ambition. And they just made most of the time into the For Honor aspects. It wouldn't surprise me if this game is made in Unreal Engine too. Not that I know a lot about engines. I don't. Just that I hear that apparently that's one of the hard things to do with Unreal Engine is actually add hotkeys. It's not possible. It's just more difficult. And then that's why they've also just neglected that entirely. But then, if it's like, well, it's really difficult to do, so give us some time, then it's like, well, you didn't have to make it an RTS. So... there's that. So I'm guessing what people are doing that they're enjoying this game. We have 1,800 stone immediately. That is not enough to make a proper wall. Okay, so I'm trying to look for stone right now. Gold, that's easy to find. I did notice you could change what you gathered as resources. I think Shift Q does work. Let me double check that. Nope, that was a lie. It did suggest building building buildings though, so I know it Shift works for some reason. For some things. Durable miner. So yeah, it's split between all three resources right now. Which is kind of neat, actually. The slider. That's kind of neat. Because there was another game I was playing where you can... well, I think a lot of strategy games, you can choose what you mine from with certain buildings. Not everyone, but definitely some. Yeah, I was playing a game that I got a key of, but I wasn't sponsored to play it or anything. I just thought it looked interesting. Where that was the case. You could choose to mine stone or gold or whatever. Alright, so let's get an army. We're mining stone because we're going to try and build an actual fortress. And so again, if you're thinking of this game as like not an RTS, but rather as just a strategy game, as a... oh, goodbye, trees. As a game where this part of the game is as unimportant as it can be, then maybe that's where you also start to like the game. Really got to change perception, though. And I hesitate to call it an RTS. There are definitely some features missing that would be good for RTS or not. It's also kind of confusing why there's so much dead space here. If there's going to be this much dead space in your control panel, then you should just make the icons larger. And in this case, you could easily make it so that rather than ×3, it's 2×3. And then once it reaches the end, you can say ×15 or whatever you've queued up. I know that this has a lot of space because like some other civs have more to build from the stable. But even then, there was a third one on one of the races. And then there was still a bunch of dead space. And if that is something that eventually unlocks, because you can upgrade buildings, then you need to put a blurry, phased out, whatever, icon. I hate this map, by the way. I wish I'd stop picking it. Not because of the lack of resources, because that can be a challenge, an understandable challenge, and part of the map design, but because it actually is very difficult to look at. It is no gusta for my ass. And before anyone starts blaming the graphics, I did try to improve it, and it broke the game repeatedly. Well, good thing my villagers can't die. Suck it! That's an odd fog of war issue. This does not bode well for me. Someone who built only horses. I expected those horses to die, to be fair. I tried to build some pretty fast walls, and that did not do well. I do have a lot of money. This is where I probably would have, should have, could have gotten a market. Fortunately, the center's pretty tough, you know. Where is the gate? Stone wall gate. There you go, right there. Boom. Need a lot more stone though. And I can't hotkey the market. What is this supposed to mean? One's up, one's down? Yeah, okay. That didn't quite do what I wanted. That's fine. How do I... Hey! Okay, there we go. Uh-huh. Great. And then, sturdy defense with a ballista on top. I assume it goes on that side. Oh, I don't have resources. Just kidding. Get wood. I guess. I don't know. It's still important to have more stuff than less stuff. And this is why I'm still really unsure about the third-person view aspects. Like, this has made it more of a leave your base alone situation to have a gigantic wall. I hate this Age of Empires bullshit. Your horses are with your archers. Ooh. Wait, what? What? Why did you open the gates? Because I was relatively close? What the fuck? I mean, teal and green are looking pretty similar to each other, to be fair. I'm teal, actually. Yeah, I just, another thing you really appreciate with StarCraft, in my opinion. Like, I realize that the dynamic that the slowest unit in your hotkey, or not even a hotkey in this case, in your control group, slowing everyone else down makes it so that, like, the better player will have different control groups to micro. But one, there's no control groups in this game. So that's not fun. There's no point to it. And two, even if that's a dynamic that Age of Empire players enjoy, I really don't. And it just really makes me appreciate that StarCraft manages to have different speeds of units. But then the amount of times you're frustrated by the movement of your units is kind of low. You know, like, everything works relatively similar, and there are some standout slower or faster units. But in a way that's very much, like, just screaming to be controlled correctly. Where this, again, is just actually just a terrible way of making your units move in a game where you don't have control groups. Because you're not even going with the Age of Empires way anymore. There's no way I can control my units to walk faster. No, they're walking slowly because, well, maybe the non-horse units are moving slower because it's on snow. You know, that'd be kind of neat. But now that my horses are on their own hotkey, they're running much faster. I have tried a Total War game, and it's, you know, not my favorite. Yeah, the horses just literally have to move at a super slow pace. So that's really unfun when you can't even control a group. I got snow blindness apparently on a video game. What's going on here? It's a little too realistic. Now that's got to be something with the way the lighting follows the pathing and compensates for the fog of war. I'm sure it's actually very annoying to make it work correctly, but still. That's the thing, is that I really think they're not. You know, they advertise themselves as an RTS, and I think that's incorrect. But arguing about what is or isn't an RTS is basically pointless. But I do think there's got to be some distinction between. This is not, again, what people would expect from an RTS. I mean, Battle Aces, I don't think, is what people expect, and I think that's still closer to what people expect. This, I would call it, I think that they are striving to go for a more... I don't even know. Like a strategy game, yes. But a almost set it and forget it strategy game. And you know, they're not really, you know, totally going for the automation. But it might be better. Because for, like, I mean, maybe like Total War being brought up is a good point. Like, maybe they should strive to be more like a Total War situation. Which is, you know, the development of the army that you eventually battle with is an entirely separate endeavor. I have tried Spellforce. Spellforce, there's nothing like this. I'm wondering why you're bringing it up. I thought Spellforce was actually quite good, and I thought it was like Warcraft. Look at my archers; they disappeared. They're ghosts. I do kind of want to play like an actual game, but I'm definitely going to change the map before I do that. Wait, am I thinking of the right game? I might be thinking of the wrong game. Hold on. No, this is the game I was thinking of. You call that an RPG? I thought it was RTS. Like, you built up a base, a limited base, kind of like Warcraft, and then you went killing camps, like Warcraft, and then eventually there were major battles, like Warcraft. Like, you know, there's definitely the difference between StarCraft and Age of Empires. One is way more macro-focused. And I think Spellforce is definitely more towards Warcraft, which is way more unit-focused. StarCraft sits pretty much in the middle. But I certainly wouldn't compare it to this. Map that doesn't look difficult. Let's play this one. Okay. So we're gonna actually try and win here. First of all, houses do not give you a lot. I've learned that. They do not give you a lot of population. Market is actually extremely useful to get early on. And it seems like everything I'm getting currently is something that you're kind of allowed to get. You're supposed to get all these things first and foremost. You do start off with a lot of resources. Let's keep you on gold and let's put you on stone until we have enough of a wall. We'll get mostly horses to begin with. I know that. Thank you for the reminder. Market does not look anything like a market. Definitely got to make it more obvious. I was wondering if I was going to include the camps over here, but I will. Although I don't know, does that leave him enough trees to cut down? I don't know. We'll find out. And I can't hotkey these buildings, so just one button press at a time. I recognize that up would mean that you buy, but just the fact that they're only arrows still is not the best thing to immediately recognize, buy and sell. It's good enough, but not great. Are you mining gold? Oh, wait! What? No. Oh, no. You can't individually... You can't make the mining camps different? Oh, what? What is even the... Okay, fine. Fine. Violence, that's fine. And once my wall's done, I guess I'll just take off a stone anyway. Yeah, sure. Sure. That can be a thing. That's fine. That was a gate, wasn't it? Didn't like my gate? I don't like your gate! Yeah, I said it. Okay. Now let me have a gate. There you go. And don't let anyone through it, that's not me. I love the God. Alright, now we're done with that. And I want metal and gold, I guess. I don't know. What does this cost, actually? Forest, metal, not gold. Not gold. Is that stone? No, that's metal. No, that's stone. Wait. No, that is stone. Oh, okay. My bad. And then upgrade 200 wood. Let's upgrade. What did that do? What did that do? What did that do? Am I upgrading? I think I am upgrading. I don't know how. I don't know where. I might be wrong. Do I have to press this button? Insufficient level. Okay. What does that mean? Eh? But I can't see how much it would cost to upgrade my castle. Can I upgrade my castle? I want to upgrade. Insufficient level. What the fuck does that mean? What does that mean? What does it mean? Why can't I click on you anymore? What's going on? Did I break it? There we go. Insufficient level. Stable upgrade. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Europe teams. Description. Okay, I don't know what that means. Structure level 3. Structure level 2. Okay, so upgrading to the next level is actually very expensive. Okay. Need a house. There's no way that I can quickly click on my units if they're ever in trouble. Archer tower. Is that gonna go on the front or on the back? It probably goes on the front. Ow, bother. Okay, fixed. Now give me a ramp. Okay. All right. I think I got it. And then we'll make lots. We'll make defensive archers. Stormgate graphics update. Yes. Oh, here we go. Hey, it... Bitches. You mind? Not cool, man. Not cool. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. The graphical updates that they've been putting out on Twitter do look better. Like, it's a fact. I'm just afraid that it's not really important at this point. It's like, yeah, you play the campaign and Amara looks better, but she still says stupid shit and is a complete replica of Arthas. So... They did say they were also willing to add new lines and re-record some of them, I think. You got major cool internet now? Is there any towers they can just kind of... Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, but it's very expensive. Makes sense. It's a ballista tower. Archer tower is also expensive. Oh, come on! What, does it come with an archer? That'd be very useful, but I don't think it does. Oh! I suppose you should walk upstairs very carefully. Good call, archers. No need to be in a hurry. Siege breaker, increased defense structure damage. Okay, I thought I could put something in here. Is this... This already has archers in it? How would you know? Oh, I'm glad they actually did something about your internet issues. Should definitely put spawns on the map. Running around a completely black fog of war. unknowing where your typical locations are is one of the worst things about Brood War. But even that isn't completely black. Oh, wait. No, actually, it basically is completely black. No, not Warhammer. So we still don't know. Where the heck? Oh, hello. Stop that! No. Oh. Run, bitches. No, you open the gates for them! Close the gates! Is that attacking? Is that an archer attacking? It is an archer attacking. Okay, so that's a little bit better as to why it's so expensive. They have a lot of horses, not gonna lie. I'm in some trouble. Oh, God. Open the gates. Close the gates. Open the gates a little. Because is my wood actually wooding? Is that the problem? I don't know. He's up. There's wood. Okay. Where are the banelings? Excuse me, sir. I was promised banelings. How about banelings with charge? How about some Kree? I actually kind of like the mini-map. It shows, like, roads, I guess? Yeah, roads. I mean, not that roads are that useful. Maybe you do run faster on them? I am trying to, upgrade. $600 stone, 200 wood. Archer towers are expensive. Need more houses. I mean, I'm kind of getting the groove of it. I kind of get what they're going for a little. I still cannot believe they don't have hotkeys. And do I need to, like, expand to be able to get stuff here? Is there a way to expand? I've got, like, this ring. To expand the castle network, you need to build a structure close to the border. Okay, so just any structure close to the border, I guess, does the trick. Yes, yes it does. Okay. I'm getting it. I don't mind that. That's fine. I don't know if houses are actually, like, a vulnerable part of my build. Or I should be using them as walls. But I'm not gonna check. How I actually have a decent amount of wood, guys. Why are you guys not wooding faster? You know? Oh, God. Ooh, we're facing samurais. Ooh, I think it kind of derped. There we go. We're in. We're good now. Is that why I'm losing? Because samurais are cooler? Hey. Bitch. Whoa, I didn't press Q. Oh, he died. Oh, God, everyone's dead. Why is wood not wooding? I have 4 wood stations, don't I? Save me, save me. Well, this is this how they fought in the medieval ages? Ha! Got him. Stop that! He seems so much better than me. Press buttons, hope it works. Nice. Nailed it. God, I wish we could hotkey buildings. Marketplace hotkey would be very useful. Very useful indeed. Beyond, kind of understanding what can be fun about this game. It's overall still a little confusing without fucking hotkeys, but I can dig it. My question is, can I win? Apparently I need about a bajillion more wood. Oh, great. That's where our units are. Great, fantastic. Oops. Hey, not my wall. What the fuck? You know, if they're gonna... I understand my units were leaving because that was their rally. But can we maybe, like, I don't know... Oh, Jesus. Oh, my God. That's so many more units than what I have. Oh, my God. Okay. But, you know, if there's an army that's right outside of the door, could we just let them not open the gate? It seems like having a gate is not helpful if that's going to happen. just make mono a mono. Let's try it. All right, for real. All right, I got no. It's the fucking snow map. Get away. Just kidding. Oh my god, that was easy. Oh, how embarrassing. All right. So much faster on a lot of economy. Put you right in the middle there. That was shift key works because I need to discover things. All the upgrades. Because that's what we're allowed to get, is all the upgrades. More horsies. More horses! And then this takes approximately a bajillion resources. Gotcha. But that's pretty safe, lumber camp. Find out. All the lumber camps. Because my lumber wasn't lumbering enough. Where is the end of the map? I need some stone. I believe that is upgrading. Yes, it takes a little while. Have we left the walnut behind? No, I will still build a gigantic wall eventually. But first, I was gonna upgrade and see how that worked out. And have I gotten any and all upgrades that I should get? I was trying to find the end of the map so I could build a wall up against it. I don't know if it's actually possible. It might yell at me. It's kind of yelling at me, I guess. yeah, it seems like it's not something you're supposed to be able to get away with, I guess. And we're almost to level 2. It's the first time we've had this happen. That's exciting. Uh-huh. Reduce the construction cost of all structures? Yes, please. Nice. Can I build a house? No. Not gonna let me get away with that. Oh, and then I have to upgrade you individually. Gotcha. Huh. Okay. Stone. Mining costs wood to upgrades. Wood costs stone to upgrade. Makes sense. You can see why they gave you an upgrade button. Oh, and I can upgrade these things. That's how I reach the additional. Okay. Go scouts, I need more mining. I don't know if building more mining is ever effective. Like around the same mine. Wouldn't be able to tell you. Oh, hello. Let's see the extent of that. Really? That guy lost? Can you not be a dork? Okay, I'm not sure if that actually blocks anything. It might just make them all choked up. Ooh, we can build lances! There's a horse over here. Did I lose the horse? I made the horse move. Okay. Roger. Uh-huh. Got a lot of wood. Oh, I need gold. All the upgrades. Off the same building, because I'm lazy. What's the setting here? Medieval times? This is medieval Europe, but they got medieval, like, Middle East, medieval East Asia. Something else I haven't played yet. Uh-oh, did I break it? I can't build more houses. Oh, so there is a very small population limit. Okay, why did the AI seem like it had a bajillion more horses than me? And I mean bajillion. That shift key does not work. Can I get more housing capabilities? Can I upgrade the houses? Yes, I can. That's what it is. There you go. Figured it out. Oh, there, I found the enemy. Hello. Still don't trust this gate concept, but okay. Mining camp's gonna be on the wrong side of the wall, but that's something you gotta live with when you're in the medieval times. Sometimes you're safe, sometimes you're not. What are you gonna do about it? Huh? Have a revolution? Don't think so. Laughable. Oh, hello. Friends didn't want to help. But they could take care of it, I guess. Alright, how much does it cost to get even higher? 1,500 across the board. Oof, that is expensive. And then we have crossbow available to us. That's cool. Can't build on mountains. Gotcha, gotcha. That's fine. Don't need to build on mountains, man. Any cool mechanics? So the hook of this game is that it's not... I'll just show you. It's this. This is the hook. So you can go into the third person, and then you get like a better unit because of it. Oh god, I'm stuck. Yeah. And you can go back out. It is missing a lot of features, and I think the most damning feature that's missing is the lack of control groups. You have no hotkeys and no control groups. That's very odd for any type of strategy game. And it's very detrimental to the experience. But I kind of get the gist of what they were going for as far as the game design. So we captured our first outpost. So apparently we capture this. I don't know what capturing it exactly means. It is early access. 1.0 is coming out next year. They just got this big update, which is why they are sponsoring streamers for it. So I don't see anything I can like click on or anything. So I don't know exactly what capturing it meant, but something good, I guess. Okay, so I'm just gonna upgrade button. Yeah, much better. Upgrade all the things! There. So I'm pretty well protected at home. I'm not getting bopped by the AI this time. Seems good. Gotta wait for this to upgrade all the way. Oh my god, there's mining over there. How did I miss that? I will say the amount of resources they give you, they're going for a very fast start. Hey, hey, assholes. Assholes! No, why? They just are allowed in the gate! What is the point of a gate? Never rally in this game. Rallying is for fools. What the fuck? A mix of AoE with Bannerlord. I had never played Bannerlord. I have trouble saying it mixes any RTS. Because I know the way I'm playing it makes it look like an RTS, but... There's a lot of features that are missing from the RTS side. It's pretty bad. It's pretty annoying. Hey, archers, can you just deal with that eventually, maybe? No? It's all you. You do you. Wow, why are these so much better than mine? I sent 2 horses. You're 2 horses. What happened? I don't know how much of a fan I am, actually, of this upgrade system. Just kind of feels tedious. Did we not kill these guys? Are you for real right now? Wow, okay. What? They are much better than my horses. Why? It's so damn difficult to tell if I'm clicking on stuff or not. Dinner's done. I'm hungry. You can also build a siege camp. Siege workshop. Okay, are they invincible? What is going on? I think they're invincible. I think that's the problem. I think they're actually bugged. They gotta be bugged. This is insane. Or they're the best units ever made in the history of 5 ever. Yeah, they can't kill them, but they are damaging my building. Well, again, this is the type of stuff I don't really mind. It's early access, it's fine. But it just, there's other things that definitely am missing that need to be added. Most ASAPly. Can I upgrade you? Oh yeah, I can get upgrades here. Upgrade everything. Because I got mucho money. Oh, the market can be upgraded. So now it's a race against time. I either lose my my castle that can't be defended, or I win the game. Oh, it's even worse than Brood War. There's not even camera hotkeys. How do I rally to a base? No multiple building hotkeying? How about no hotkeying at all? How about you attack and see what happens? Oh, we're in a habit. Thank you very much for the gifted sub. My voice breaks. I'm sorry, I'm going through puberty. Apparently I got too many woods. The woods is insane. They're so confused. Oh, did they die? One of them died somehow? No, he's just over there. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Weren't there walls here at some point? Right there they are. Are the buildings just like AoE upgrades and tech? Just AoE upgrades and tech. Man, my ability to kill buildings quite small. Not doing it. Let me in! You let me in all the time. Yeah! Revenge! Ah! Open the gates! Oh god! Are we catapulting? Oh my god, what the fuck just killed all my horses? What the shit? Oh my god! What the shit? Okay. Catapults seem really good. Usually in these games, catapults are basically nothing unless they're against buildings. Which is, you know, frankly unfair. A giant boulder rolling your way will definitely kill you. But I was not expecting them to be that efficient. They killed, like... If my horses were bunched up, they killed, like, 8 at a time. Which makes me to believe this actually is about having a lot of shit. And if it's about having a lot of shit, then going first-person mode seems really useless. Rather than focusing on building. IDK. IDK, there's something there. There is something to this game that I think is worth watching the development of it. But it's definitely not a complete game as of yet. They're gonna need so much more work into the RTS side, and they're gonna need more work into the third person side to make them both fun, and then to make them both balanced. I think is gonna be crazy difficult, if not impossible. You need to make the individually controlled characters much better to make up for the lack of economy that they can build and the lack of production, which then, you know, I mean, actually, it might be kind of cool, but there might be balancing problems the other way else, and then maybe turn it into a MOBA, incidentally, just because you make the character too strong to compensate for that. I don't know. There's something. I guess it's best to keep your eye on Eyes of War. Be curious to see high-level players 1v1. Yeah. I am pretty convinced they would never use the third-person mode. It is too late in the evening because I want dinner. I'm gonna go eat. Because I am hungry. Not because the cats aren't. But I will show you Ziggy as a compromise. He was sleeping on the other chair, and he's like, "Oh man, this isn't worth it." He's not really a hugger. He'll tolerate it. He doesn't like kisses either. Mwah! Oh, he kind of tolerated it actually. He's a sweetheart, though. It's because he trusts me. And now he's getting tired of me. Yeah, you can go, you can go. He likes attention, he just doesn't like being held. He'll flop over on the floor and let me pet his belly in a second. Zig zig. Hey, buddy. No, I'm hungry. You don't get a treat when I'm hungry. Meow. He's this. Dig dig. There he goes. There he goes. Show me your bed. Your curly, cute tail. Where you going? Where you going? Here. Stretch your butt. Stretch your butt. See? He loves attention. He just doesn't like being picked up. Which is odd, because I usually pick up my cats as kittens all the time. And I got him as a kitten. But I guess I didn't pick him up enough for him to like it. I mean, I didn't really pick up Apollo that much either, I guess. He doesn't really like being picked up either. Meow. It's so obvious when he wants attention, because he just sits there looking at you like... while kneading the ground. He's a cutie. Alright. Thanks for watching, everyone. Again, Eyes of War, I can't recommend buying it quite yet, honestly. I can recommend keeping an eye on it, especially if you're intrigued by the third-person perspective. Thingy-majigger that it's got going on. And just to make sure, yeah, it's early access. 1.0 launches next year. All of those civilizations you guys just saw were just added. They're all unique in their design as well as their goals as a civilization. And its shtick is kind of just the character/strategy mode. If you're interested. He said if we can keep Wicket,